Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast episode 697. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy
What's up?
and Corey Feinside.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers. We are live on Twitch. Let me make sure. Yeah, we're good. We got sound. I'm running the podcast tonight. Tony's off. So we're doing stuff that I don't usually do, but I filling in. Show must go on, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Welcome to 697 of the Moviecast, everybody. Once again, we are live on Twitch Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock, so please join us for these live broadcasts. If you cannot do that, all the content's over on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe. That way you get notified when we go live, and, that's a good thing. On both channels, All right, guys. Moviecast.
Yeah.
What have you been watching? I would love to kick this off for us, guys, because I finally got around to finishing up
Shogun?
Shogun, yes. So,
All right.
Shogun,
Let's hear it.
it's basically like, okay, it's not like entirely Game of Thrones, clearly, right? I mean, there's a whole bunch going on in Game of Thrones. But the actual Game of Thrones from the Song of Ice and Fire book, what that was supposed to be based off, the race for the crown, right? That's what this show did way better. It did that. The whole, trying to be the Shogun essentially is their Game of Thrones essentially. Who's in command, stuff like that. I thoroughly enjoyed this show so much, and I just can't recommend it enough. In fact, it's obviously my top 3 right now. My of the years of the shows include X-Men '97, Fallout clearly, and Shogun are neck and neck for my selection, and it's going to be really tough at the end of the year because we still got Cobra Kai.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we still got Cobra Kai. We still got a whole bunch of stuff. I think Apple TV Plus is what was the show we love? The Severance. I think that's coming back this year too. So it's due.
Yeah, they finished production on that.
Yeah.
Pretty recently, so it's possible.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna get that, and that's gonna make this year so difficult. But Shogun is so good. It's so good, and loved it. And then what's that? Go on.
No, it's with Shogun. It's got the 2 versions, right? It's got the FX version or something, and the
It's got the Hulu version, the best version. The Hulu version has it's the swearing, it's got the whole nudity, all that pizzazz. It's the MA version. It's their original show. What do they call the Hulu originals?
The uncut.
Yeah, it's the way it was
Not
intended to be
censored
watched.
for television.
Yeah, the way it was intended to be.
Okay. But there is a version out there that is on.
You can watch FX. I'm sure you'll still enjoy it. It's not like you have to get any of that, but I can't imagine how bloody this is, like how that works on FX. That'd be weird I wonder how that works. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that, and it's I don't know. I can't recommend that enough. The other thing I've watched is Conan O'Brien Must Go. So I did the HBO Max, not really a trial. I did I had a 1 month massive discount. So I was able to use, I used that, and it's you have to like Conan O'Brien. Let me just say that. I do enjoy Conan O'Brien. So it is very much just Conan O'Brien. Basically, it's like unscripted. He goes to different countries, and they put him in front of a camera, and it's him. So it's his kind of humor. It's, jokes that go on too long kind of thing. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I just finished Argentina, which is the 2nd episode. And it's very good. It's, I don't know. I enjoy listening to his podcast, and this is kind of stuff from that podcast. People he met on it. He goes to countries now where he met people that were fans of his, and it's good though. It's the first episode is Norway, and that was excellent. Argentina was very good as well. Not quite as good as the Norway one, but it was good. So yeah, I mean those are the 2 biggest things besides X-Men '97, which I'm sure we've all are caught up on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the 3-part start, right? 3-part start. Yes, 3-part start of the finale here. 8, 9, 10. This was 8. So, what'd you think, Corey?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's like you watch it so quickly after. It's because it's on Wednesdays it releases, right? So it's we do the podcast, and then our podcast comes out the day after. So we record Tuesday night, then it comes out, and it's we got a whole week before we can talk about it. But yeah, but it is a great episode.
For everyone else, we're the refresher before the next
Exactly.
episode.
Yeah. No, but it's so basically, this is like kicking it off. All the stuff is kind of happening that we've been gearing up towards, and I don't want to spoil too much, but some pretty neat action sequences in this one towards the end. I
Yeah, I
liked it
mean,
a lot.
Corey, I mean,
Hmm.
from your point of view, no, not spoiling what happened, but knowing what happened, how do
Hmm.
you think I grade this episode? Yeah, I mean, it's
I
quite,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's like because we knew there are certain characters that were coming back, and one of them in particular is gonna just you know certain things. It's almost the whole Thanos wasn't wrong type of thing, or Thanos was right type of thing.
yeah,
Here
yeah,
in
yeah,
this episode, and well, I'm very curious to see the fallout of what happens when certain characters like just become unleashed. And if you're watching, you kind of get to see Jim,
yeah, yeah,
bringing out some of
yeah.
his action figures. But if you're an audio listener, Jim just kind of brought Magneto across the screen because Magneto plays a very large role in what happens and what's going to be happening in the next couple episodes.
Absolutely. So that's my favorite. He's my favorite besides Spider-Man,
Mhm.
which is Spider-Man's very common. Magneto is like my
Mhm.
that one. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I loved it. Mike, what'd you think?
I really liked it, although I'm reminded a bit of being a little kid watching the original series and
Mhm.
being a little confused by a lot of what's happening. I am like, wait, what? I had a few, wait, what? Like,
Yeah,
why is this character here? What was she doing?
I mean
What?
for like fans of the comics, I'm sure it's like a bonanza. But for people like I'm not a big like I haven't read a lot of the comics, so I don't know a lot of these characters. I get you, Mike, but I do love everything we've gotten from it. So it's been all even not
Yeah,
knowing
no,
exactly,
I
but
like we took a turn to a little bit of like you can't really play the sort of uh, analogy to like real life politics anymore. Now we're getting batshit insane,
yeah,
so it's a little hard to do that now. But um, it's crazy comic book shit and good action, some good featured characters, got a nice sequence
Mhm.
and some action for me. But yeah, Bastion, like I mentioned last week, I don't know much of him other than one video game, and I didn't realize he was that human?
Well, I think
Question
in the
mark.
comics, he's not
I
as
think I made that a little
human.
different.
I think like
Okay.
here, I think they make it so that way he's got like it was weird. It was kind of weird. I
Yeah,
don't want to spoil, but like the Nimrod,
yeah.
and this is like pieces of like from the
Stuff that I
episodes
don't
that they
remember.
talked about, like the showrunner was saying go watch this episode because it kind of ties
Yeah,
into things. That episode, like the Bastion's parents are in that episode that he tells you to watch,
yeah. It's
and then
crazy.
like parts of Nimrod kind of try to fuse back together, but then fuse with a human, and then that human has a child that is now. That's why it's like descendants of all of the Sentinels.
Yeah.
Or I think it's in the comics, it's just a little bit more straightforward, where he's just
Yeah,
emerged of Master
and
Mold and Nimrod kind of thing. I could be wrong
yeah,
though.
and I mean, that's kind of what I gathered, but I didn't do the homework. I didn't remember the particulars of the shows from the original series that much. Like I said, I was like, let's see, 6, 7
Yeah.
when these were coming out originally, so I was not really following the details of what was going on like that. But I um I do I just appreciate where we're going here, and
Yeah.
obviously there's even something else that happens at the very end of this, which we've been waiting for, where we'll see. I do want to shout out to one of the most repeated X-Men tropes, though, of the mansion getting destroyed.
Yeah.
It's not a spoiler because it happens in everything
It,
all the time,
you expect it.
but
You expect it to happen sooner. But yeah.
Mhm.
it happens. It happens so much that like it seems like the characters don't even give a shit.
I mean, they
Actually,
even
I think
joke about
they made a
the
joke about
jet.
the Blackbird
Yeah.
Yeah.
too. 'Cause that
They did.
also you know,
Yeah,
got
so.
replaced.
What'd you think of? I mean, again, we can't talk about it too much. We are going to do a spoiler cast of this, folks. We really will. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that's coming in 2 weeks. Well, not 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because we are a week behind because of when it comes out. So we'll get 9, then 10, then do the spoiler cast after we do the episode after 10. That episode. So we did a spoiler cast for Fallout. If you finished it, check it out. If you haven't finished it, don't check it out because we talk about spoilers. So, but we did check that. We did do that last week. So always check that content. It's on YouTube. All right. What else have you been watching, Mike? Anything else?
No, I didn't watch anything else. I went to a concert, Sum 41 concert.
Hey, all right. I respect it. Absolutely respect it.
Yeah.
I was listening to their music today,
amazing.
believe it or not. But go on.
Yeah. Did you listen to their newer stuff?
Yeah, I did actually. Came up because I did the Sum 41 radio shuffle. You know, so it plays like the old stuff, but it mixes in that new stuff, which is fine. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It's amazing they're splitting up. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
they've been around for so long.
I know, but
they're only about you guys' age. It's
Yeah.
not that old.
No.
They're 43.
Rolling
but
Stones are still
they,
going.
yeah, I know. That also means like, see what happens in like 4-ish years.
Nobody ever thought Blink would get back together.
That's the thing. One of my that's one of the songs. I mean, now we're getting to music a little bit. Sorry, everybody, but Blink's new "One More Time" song that came out. It's just like such a perfect example of what they were thinking when they got back together too. It's a great song, and that's what I think about with Sum 41 coming back together and doing something like that, where they realize, hey, we shouldn't have been doing this. We should keep doing this because it's amazing. Like that we can.
Well,
you know
of that sort of happened 7 years ago. Like they were. Like I'll go into this real quick. The lead singer was like almost dead. He like had alcohol poisoning, his like organ failure. He recovered, and then 7 years ago they sort of had a bit of a comeback. They've done 3 albums since then, and now they're calling it again. But anyway, I was able to see the show. It was fun, even though this was a rainy, cold day. It was Saturday, and it was pretty miserable otherwise. But yeah, it was fun. I don't know how many more concerts like that I have in me either. This was an outdoor concert in like a big general admission area. So it was good to go.
When your kid gets old enough, they have to start taking him to see his favorite bands.
I actually saw someone roughly Carter's age, that's my kid, like on someone's shoulders there. I'm like, I would not bring a 2-year-old.
I mean,
here,
at least tell me at least headphones on, right? Headphones are on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
It
Thank
like
God. Thank God.
bit,
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Corey, anything for you? Anything for you, Corey?
Oh yeah, I actually did. I got to see the Fall Guy movie. With,
Nice.
How? Yeah, so the Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling movie.
Hey, I gotta say, it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, it is. The thing with that movie is it is just pure love letter to the stunt people in the industry. That's basically what this movie is. It has some really cool and fun stunts, and there's like really no substance to the story whatsoever. It's just like, we're gonna throw some type of love, not triangle, but love interest in here, love story, which kind of ties it together and gives you motivation for the characters. But it's just really about the different stunts, and the premise of the movie is the 2 characters, one's a stuntman and the other one's a director, and they're making a movie, and there's some tension between them because of past history and things like that. And then the lead, like the main action star that Ryan Gosling's character is stuntman for, is some shady business stuff going on, and that's where the hijinks comes in, and all the fun stunts and stuff come into play, because he uses his stunt knowledge and things like that to be somewhat of a action star. At some point he's like, I gotta stop this car, so he just like jumps in front of it so he can like stop it from, and he gets hit by it, and just like, because he knows how to take the hit and knows how to roll and stuff. So it's neat how like they're really just basically showing like some people have so much stuff that they're doing, there's so much action that we're just kind of not really thinking about too much, and there's so much that their job is to like make people look good that we're not seeing. And it's just it's really cool to kind of see that. And then you have the owner for the Ted Lasso soccer team is in this movie, and Hannah something, I think her name is, and then M'Baku, that guy, is in this movie as well.
Very nice.
So
good cast.
Yeah, it's got a good cast. It's got a cast, and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Is that Silver?
Future James Bond.
He's the Potentially, maybe. Yeah, he's the main, like he's the actor that is the action star that Ryan Gosling's the stuntman for.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a great cast, and like I
Cool.
said, it's just a lot of fun action sequences and stunt stuff that's going on. But as far as story wise, story is very lacking. But that's not why you go see it. It's just a
No.
lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping for. So,
But I
All
would,
right.
yeah, I definitely recommend, and they do a little message before. They're like, "Hey, thank you for coming out and watching this movie." And even they actually, one of them says, "Is there a Oscar for stuntmen?" It's like, yeah, this should be a thing. These stunt people are doing so much work, so they should
Yeah.
get recognized.
what did that do last week? So it did 27.7
Not a lot.
opening. So,
Yeah,
do you see
not
that?
too much, I don't
I,
think.
I gotta say, Planet of the Apes is tracking very good. It's tracking
Like
120,
over 50 good?
120.
What?
Yeah,
What?
120 to 140.
No way.
I just
No
saw
way.
it. I just saw the
120?
number. I just saw the numbers.
I mean, oh,
I mean, even if it underperforms 100
good for that.
million, that's pretty
I
good
mean,
for
if
100.
it's 100 million, I'd be surprised.
100,
But
160
I,
million budget.
I'm
It's gonna
not
make
interested in the
it's gonna make its
films.
money back then. No problem.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
that's
good for
awesome.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good for them, especially because it's different director.
Yeah,
So,
I hope it's good because I'm gonna go see it at some point. But my priority right now is to figure out when they're gonna pre-sell Deadpool tickets because that's gonna be well, not opening day. That's a Friday viewing of the same weekend for me on that, without a doubt. But Phantom Menace was number 2.
yeah,
8.7
I know a
million
lot
for
of
the
people
weekend.
went out to see
Yeah.
that on May the 4th.
Yep. Yeah. It's a
So-
big day. So, all right. What else do we have going on in the news? Let's talk about the box office still with the news. So we've got numbers now about losses and gains from last year. The top 5 losses. Let's talk about the numbers for the losses here. Number 1 loss leader for films last year was the Marvels.
Losing money.
Losing
essentially.
money.
The movie cost too much and they lost money.
The Marvels lost $237 million for Disney.
Oof.
At number 1. Maybe I should have gone backwards. I'm sorry, folks. I'll sandwich it. How about that? Number 5 was Haunted Mansion at $117 million.
Another Disney movie.
Another Disney movie. Number 4 was Wish. That is another
Clean sweep? We get a
another
clean
Disney
sweep?
movie. That was 131 million. At number 3, Indiana Jones 5 was there for
So
100.
far, we're still good.
143. But because Indiana Jones was number 3, there had to be something else on here that was disappointing, and that was The Flash at number 2 at 155 million, causing Disney to lose the clean sweep, unfortunately.
Oh, all right. I mean, the one thing I will say is that
It's a lot of money for
at
Disney
least
to lose.
Disney has thrown a lot of money at movies and put stuff out in the
Sure,
theaters.
absolutely.
But at the same time, the quality of these films have
Well,
taken a big hit.
let's tie this into the other bit that Tony shared with us. That Marvel will release no more than 3 movies and 2 shows per year now. Marvel. That's the new plan. No more than 3 movies and just 2 shows.
Feels like a lot.
No, I think it's good. If you figure that's like March, May, June, July, and like November. That's a
I'm
good
trying to
spread.
think, like last year was Ant-Man was in Marvel's.
Ant-Man, Marvels, and what was the other
Guardians 3.
one? Guardians 3.
Guardians.
That's right. That was a good one. Yeah, that one
So I
hit.
mean, that was 3 movies.
Yeah. So I like the plan here to cut it back. 2 shows, just 2, to mix it in. That's a good time in between.
I mean, how many shows were last year though? Like, I feel like
What if
is this really a
Loki? I mean, it's 3 or 4 they've been doing, Mike. They've been doing 3 or 4, so they're cutting it back.
I feel like there's been more TV, like a lot more TV, but
Yeah.
Loki was
I
really
think you
good
could
though.
do
so.
more TV, really. I could do.
I mean, yeah,
more
I mean,
TV
the
and
Disney
less.
Plus needs content, so it'd be nice if they did more. But at the same time, you don't want to oversaturate and
No,
make
but-
people think that, like,
I feel like you could get away with
doesn't matter.
1 per season, like
I'm just trying to see what
for,
the.
like,
hmm?
whether, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the top grossing I'm trying to find right now from last year, but I know Mario was number 1. 559 million dollars profits.
That's
Mario.
and profit.
Yeah, that's impressive. They had a whole list of movies that were the most profitable last year, and I can't remember what was on there. Just to try to give Disney some credit, I know they did have Guardians on there.
Well, I'm sure
so,
Barbie
yeah.
had to be,
Barbie was on there, absolutely.
and Oppenheimer. had to be
Oppenheimer was
profitable.
absolutely on there. Guardians, like I said, and then there was like a top 10 for them. But So there was a lot of profitable movies last year, despite what we're showing here on this podcast. But yeah. So all right, let's see. Paul Rudd is in the news, not for Marvel. Officially cast as the voice for Pacman.
Okay.
I don't mind it. It's not Chris Pratt, folks. It's not Chris Pratt.
No, it's the same type of thing though. It's still all these,
What do you mean he doesn't do voiceovers a lot? When was the last time he did a voice?
That's the whole point. I mean, I'd rather have like a voice actor do a voice role than these actors just are stunt casting. But whatever.
It could be interesting. I don't know what they'll do with Pac-Man. I'm just picturing the cartoon is what I'm picturing.
Yeah.
What does Pacman need to say?
I just think I feel like
that teaser with Wolverine also, Wolverine Deadpool, where did you see that? Where Deadpool mentions Paul Rudd?
Oh yeah, the skull.
Like
Paul Rudd finally aged with the Ant-Man clip. Yeah. Hang on, I'm just.
So Paul Rudd, Ant-Man confirmed. But yeah, I don't even know what they're gonna do with this movie. So just
we'll see.
Not that interested.
We'll see. I'm okay with Pac-Man. I like the cartoon. I like the media that we've had. It's very scarce, but I liked what we've gotten. I remember the old cartoon. I enjoyed it. In fact, I still to this day.
That's what I'm thinking.
Not every Christmas, but every now and again, I will watch the Pac-Man Christmas. So that exists, folks. It's good. Check it out. It's not that good. It's not that good. It's terrible, but it's good old fashioned Christmas. So all right, sticking with Marvel, let's talk about Giancarlo Esposito. He has been cast officially in a Marvel project. We don't know who he's playing. It is not Professor X. That has been confirmed. It is a new character, whatever that's going to be. So we don't even know what role this is.
New character. A new Marvel character? Is that a new character like the Arkham Knight?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mike. Just so you know. I got you. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, is this a new character? Like, or is this like Doctor Doom? Which I don't think so. But I'm just throwing out names. You know what I'm saying? Is it like Dr. OK, and then he becomes Dr. Doom. I don't know. We'll see. I like him. He's a fantastic actor. So I think this is awesome to hear. I don't think myself. I think I'm good with him getting a different role than Xavier. I don't think he would have been bad. I think we talked about this. I think I thought it was okay when that rumor came out, but. I kind of want to see him. He's such a good villain. Like, he's so good as a villain. Like, I want to see that. I want to see that villain. He's just so good with it. Like, he doesn't need.
Who do you want him to play then? Do you want him to play Doom?
He doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to have powers. I don't even know what I want him to play. Like, Sinister. I don't even know. I'm throwing out names here.
Is there a Marvel, Lex Luthor? Like someone who does something like that.
Yeah, exactly. How about like
Marvel?
I
can't think of anyone off the top of my head. But
what if he did? What if we did an older Smythe? Alistair Smythe.
That's the scientist guy from Spider-Man.
That's the Kingpin scientist guy who's rumored to be in Spider-Man. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know, guys. I don't know, but
I think we have.
What's that?
No, I'm just thinking of who, because the Lex Luthor equivalent, I guess.
That's what I'm trying to come up with.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone. There's gotta be a
Osborn, maybe. This is the only.
You could do an Osborn.
Yeah,
I guess that's close.
Have we had an Osborn in the Spider-Man universe?
What do you mean? Have we had the Osborn? About Willem Dafoe.
No. In the new Spider-Man universe.
Oh, the new.
No, obviously I know William Dafoe, but I wonder if he could do that. That's
well, there was no Oscorp, right? Because even Willem Dafoe's like, oh, my building's not there or whatever. Company.
Yeah, it's true. So it could be.
Maybe it's just in like Chicago or some shit. In this universe, not New York. Who knows?
I don't know, but. As I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast, I mentioned Cobra Kai coming this year, and it is. Unfortunately, they're doing a weird split thing, everybody. So part 1 releases July 18th, and then you take a long break until November 28th for part 2, and then they said 2025 for part 3, the finale of the series. I will tell you guys, I will tell you 100% this is tying in with that movie. Like, I have no sources for this. This is just gut. This is gut. But I'm telling you, it all signs point to that. Doesn't not? I mean, movies next year.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Movie.
you stretch this out because the movie they wanted this year, remember? So the movie got delayed, so then they just stretched this out just to tie in.
How
That's
many
what they want.
episodes are we talking here? Just
I thought there were 13.
Okay.
So it's 15. It's 5, 5, and 5. They're doing 5, 5, 5. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see.
Gotta drag it out when you're not gonna make any more, I guess. Also, to kind of be like, all right, let's keep this going as long as we can.
Keep those subs going, right? So they can raise our prices. So that's it. You know what's coming. It's $6.95 right now for me to watch that show, and I'm like, that's fine. I'm subscribed monthly to that. But the second they go to $10, that's when I start canceling my subscription. So, all right, we got our first look at the Superman from James Gunn, which I will 100% admit looks eerily like Henry Cavill's Superman from Zack Snyder. I feel like I don't mind the suit for those. I don't mind the suit. I like it. However, I do think the choice of picture was not a good idea. Am I right? Yeah.
First of all, even though I never played this, I played the preview. It still gives me freaking Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League vibes.
A little bit. I got Brainiac vibe from that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely got Brainiac.
I think he's supposed to be part of this movie.
That's not confirmed yet. It's just Lex Luthor right now is what we're seeing. So, you know.
Well, yeah, it gives Brainiac vibes. This
it definitely does. Yeah.
Bullshit in the sky, and then it's like, why is he not paying attention? He's like tying his shoes that don't have laces. Like, what's going on here?
He's putting on his boots because he was probably mortally injured, and he just got back to life, and then puts his stuff on slowly.
It does look like the top part. I looked at it a little closer of his suit is all like burnt.
Yeah. So for those wondering, my theory, and I obviously have no insider information on this again, is that this is a sequence, if it's even in a sequence in the movie, is where he's been hurt pretty badly, gets back, someone brings him back to the room, probably Lois Lane. He wakes up. She's like, you don't have to go back out there. And he says, yes, I do. And he puts his boots on, and then he goes out and he tries to save Lois.
Give me my boots, Lois.
Yeah. So that's
I mean, the suit's fine. I actually like that. It looks like there's the red underwear on
the
outside.
They gave him trunks, and it looks like he's got a belt there, right?
Yeah. No, I like that. The suit's good. I just think.
Do you like the collar?
The collar's fine.
I have no problem. That's new 52 style, right?
The suit's gonna be fine. Like, I think seeing it in motion, everything will be great. But like, why are we so serious? Like,
exactly.
I want a fun superhero like
that's what we're hoping for.
And
that's what we're hoping for.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that's what this does not tell me. Like, it doesn't give me that vibe. This gives me very much like the Man of Steel vibes, and I don't want that. I want the opposite of that.
I agree. I agree that like when I first got the image, I was like, this looks fantastic. I can't wait. Looks exciting. I like the suit. And then the more you think about it, and then you and Tony both posted, like, it looks, he looks dark again, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? The color palette was a really bad decision because it looks very much like a Zack Snyder color palette.
Just even his expression is like, it's such a burden, like, to be here right now. That's like, I don't know why, like, they chose that specific moment. Like, he couldn't be like more heroic looking.
His boots just don't fit the way he wants them to.
Maybe they're just not feeling comfortable. I mean, he doesn't really fit in that suit according to everybody else.
And the memes that came out of this.
I mean, it does look a little boxy and like not quite fit exactly right the way he's sitting, but whatever. I mean, the boots are bright though. Those are bright red.
That's true.
Like I said, I'm hopeful for the suit. Like, I like the outside underwear stuff. Like, I think it looks like it could be good. So
let's clip that.
Yeah,
you
outside underwear.
Corey likes the outside underwear. So there we are. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, what do you guys think? Teaser or Christmas?
Christmas?
Teaser
might be sooner.
I thought teaser Christmas Super Bowl trailer because it's summer of next year.
When is this movie? Summer next year? Yeah, I don't even know if that's gonna happen.
Oh no, we're getting a teaser this year. There's no question. We're getting a teaser.
We gotta get a teaser this year.
It's the full trailer will be Super Bowl is my think. Yeah. Because it's isn't it May of 2025? I think it is. I can't look it up because I'm using my computer to record, so very limited access to what I can do on here.
See.
If Corey could just look it up, it might be July. It's July. It's July 11th of 2025. I don't even have to look it up. I remembered. So July 11th of 2025. So Super Bowl first trailer. I think that works. February.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, July 11th, 2025.
Yep.
Maybe
Only
So-
in theaters.
Yeah. So,
for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Only in theaters while it's playing in theaters.
Yes.
exactly. All right. And I think, is that all? Did I get everything? I did. That is the news.
Okay.
That's going to wrap up this episode, folks, of the Moviecast. So thanks for tuning in. Gamecast is coming up next, so stay tuned for that. And we will see you guys over there. So stay tuned. All right. See you soon.